minutes each.
Okay.
That's all right with 6 of us.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Anybody want to start?
I'll start.
Okay. And I forgot,
So,
what was your name?
coming up for me,
What was your name again?
Benza.
Okay.
Go for it, Benza.
I think, did we lose her?
So, something that's coming up with the best path is to go on. Over the weekend, it gave us 2 different paths to go on. And I guess today I'm struggling with, do I stay the course of, what we said we're set out to do this year, or do I step on the course of taking this really amazing opportunity to do something that could be really monumental for the United States in general? I think both will be, but which direction? I feel like we're kind of, the 3 of us are at a little bit of a fork, and we can go to the right and stay on the course that we've already been going on, or we can go to the left, and that might get us where we're going to even faster, but would it be slower? And I just feel a little conflicted as to what the best, where our time is going to be best spent, time and energy, that is. So, also put on my mind. Okay, so we're going to do the feeling for both Maureen and I at the same time then, because we're clearly on the same page with how we're feeling this morning.
So using, unmute. So using the instant miracle and the peace process, you said you feel conflicted.
Yes.
So there are other techniques we could use, but go to that feeling of conflict. Where do you feel it in your body? Okay. Okay. Feel it in your body. Stay in your body. Breathe into it. Deep breaths in. Exhale and release. Stay with that feeling in your body. Stay out of your head. If you think of one sensation more than one direction more than another, is there more conflict with one, or are you sitting on a picket fence? Sit on the picket fence until you fall off or jump off because it hurts the butt. But the butt is important. Stay in your body.
Feelings be there. You're observing, you're not trying to change them, you're not trying to make them go away or make them be any different than they are. You're simply being witness, and you're giving the physical sensations space to move, space to be what they want to be, space to change intensity up or down, and space to move to a different part of the body or to stay put. Creating the space and observing and noticing and tuning in to that sensation in your body. If you can love it and bring love to it.
And appreciation.
And if you find it helpful, you can call it a finger follow. You can just rub your hands together, little energy, and just put a finger or two lightly on wherever it's most intense.
allow your finger to move.
Allow the movement to happen. Just notice it. Appreciate it. Be a witness to it and stay in your body. Let it travel. Let it be okay. Let the observer you be okay with observing without judgment. Staying with your body. Don't forget to breathe. And breathe as deep or as low or as smooth as you'd like. You're just noticing that feeling in your body. Sending it love. Allowing it to be. Be what it wants to be.
And Marie and Mari, right? What's going on in your body right now? Where are you? What are you noticing? What are you feeling? Cool.
Good. Not like chills, so your body feels weak. I was gonna say tingly. Yeah.
Beautiful. Energy movement. That's what that allows it to shift and change. Beautiful.
Now think about, go ahead, Christina, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Go on, Bonnie. You got it.
Think
Anyone
about,
else who has anything, jump in.
yeah, think about those paths and how do you feel when you think about the paths?
No, excited. Like that we have such amazing choices of paths to go on.
Oh, now you have choices. How does that feel?
It feels exciting. It feels invigorating. Like I can feel a little bit of butterflies in my stomach. If we would have chosen the other path, which we still can, we actually wouldn't be sitting here today. And being able to be part of this training today was like really important for us because that's what we said we were going to do. And it was almost like there was another opportunity to go in a completely different direction that probably we wouldn't have been doing this morning. Yeah. But then we're also getting messages and it's like, well, that other path, if we would have chosen it last night, we wouldn't be here today, could still be an option as well. So, yeah.
Anyone else want to jump in? No.
Coming to you, Dean or Dillon?
I'm new to the whole healing thing with these particular ones, so I don't really have any valuable input at this moment.
Well,
More than witnessing, observing.
Being new, if there's anything that comes up that you can benefit from the healing of, jump right in and feel the healing because we're sending it all around.
Yeah, the great thing about this work is whenever we're healing others or others are being healed, everybody's in that bubble, right? Everybody's receiving as well. So, and also one of the things that you'll find and is really learning to, like Christian talked about, learning to trust whatever comes up, even if it's like, oh, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't have to make sense to you. Right. And it may or may not make sense to the person being healed. at that moment. It doesn't matter, you know.
Well,
Well, I don't
thanks.
think I heard that, but the timer just went off.
Okay, thanks, ladies.
Way to go with it.
Yeah.
Especially when you guys are like brand new as well. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyone else like to go? Okay, I will. Okay. Chomping at the bit. Stuff came up when we were working with Olga, but I think I want to be. So I'm kind of conflict on what I want to work on, but I would like to be in alignment with being a top earner as a coach. I want to be in the $1 million mark. And this year I have yet to hit the $1,000 mark. Well, multi-$1,000 mark. And I think it has to do with, and this came up when we were working with Olga. I want to find a business partner or someone who can work with me. And I think it's because I feel like I can't do it on my own. And I know we need a tribe around us and we need people to support us, but it's almost like the knight in shining armor will come. Someone will come and do it for me. And that, I think that's stuck in there somewhere. So what I want to be in, my goal is to be in alignment with a top earner, no matter how it has to happen. Right? So I know I have this amazing BIGS community, and you guys are all surrounding me. And yet when I go to do things on my own, I question myself, I doubt myself. And then I have an amazing conversation with a coach, and suddenly I'm like all fired up because somebody's telling me, somebody's doing it for me. And I don't even know where to go with this. Just send me.
I hear what you're saying. So like capable, holding yourself capable.
Yeah. And
That's at least what I'm hearing is that you are seeking to hold yourself capable of doing the things on your own.
with valuable support, but not waiting for someone else to do it for me. Daddy's gonna come along and fix your doll, right? Didn't we hear those messages growing up? You guys didn't. We did, because Daddy was the one who was the fix-it, and Mom was the one who ran around and cleaned the house and got the girls to wash the dishes, right? And I don't want to go back into old history. I just want to be in alignment with I am capable, I'm confident of even hiring a team, even finding trusted people to delegate work. But I want to be able to make the decisions. It's decision making.
Like being CEO of your business.
Yeah. So
when
go ahead, Christina. When I think about being $1 million earner, it's all la-di-da like a kid's fantasy, right? It's not like I can do this. And I want to feel like I've got this in my soul, that this is where I'm going. This is my life's work, because it is. And I want to feel that come hell or high water, I'm going to manifest this for the world. And I get this cringy stuff going on in my gut.
go there.
You feel that.
How can I do this? Okay, I'll just be with it. Shut the fuck up.
Your thoughts have already brought you to where you need to be in this moment. Take a step aside. Allow yourself to be in the body. For everybody else, if you even want to just rub your hands together and energy, that's super, super helpful. Just noticing that feeling in your gut body. Letting it be there. Letting it expand if it wants to. Move if it wants to. Let it have a temper tantrum if it wants to. Whatever it is. You're loving it. Giving it space. That's right.
I feel very angry at the people that told me those messages. No, I feel very angry at the part of me that believed those old messages. And that's here in my chest and my throat.
Right. Reactivation. Just focus there.
Stay with the feeling. Move with the feeling. If it moves through your body.
And see if you can really love that little girl that believed that. That's right. Feel yourself held. What's going on in your body? Moving, shifting, the same.
I am feeling much more peaceful. The anger has subsided with a feeling of nurturing. And the thought of, when I think about being a multi-million-dollar coach, oh, I get a charge of excitement. Like you ladies. It's like,
Nice.
whoa, it's there.
Yeah, you have a really big smile on your face. Big smile. That's awesome.
I've been working on my marketing plan and my business plan. I've been struggling with it, and I've been doing this job for years, and I'm just writing a business plan. And suddenly I see it like shooting the ducks, like lining up the ducks, knocking them over. Like it's like the carnival, the ducks go along and then they go off, right? They go off and I'm shooting them down and they go off. So I'm doing the actions, taking the actions, doing the tactical and the strategic planning. And I feel like, wow, this is really exciting now. Thank you for all that energy. Yeah, I did have to bring my little child in and sit her on my lap and give her a big hug. And she became okay with growing up. So thank you.
Nice. Maybe she could be your partner now.
Yeah, that's great.
Come on, sweetheart. We got work to do.
Remind you to play and have fun.
Yeah, really. All right. Anyone?
Who's next? wants to go next?
You want to go, Dean?
Oh, sure.
Dean, I can run the timer. I've got a timer going for you.
Oh, okay. Otherwise, I got it right in front of me here. But yep,
Okay.
I'll start it. So, there's the one thing that keeps coming back to me over and over again is this underlying anger, and in my there's a bit of history of violence and abuse on one side of my family. And even though I am not abusive or violent by any stretch of the imagination, I have these feelings do come up, and it's like this underlying current that doesn't seem to go away. It just keeps poking its head back in every now and again. And I would just love for that to just go away, just like to separate myself from that genetic vibration. And maybe there's something we can do to alleviate that.
Yes, absolutely.
Instead of separating yourself from it, how about if we neutralize it?
Yeah, well, that's what I actually mean. I mean, separate, neutralize.
Love it. Love it.
Love, whatever, yeah.
So when that rears its head, let it rear up so you can feel it. Even the thought of it, where does that come up in your body? Where do you feel it in your body?
I've got my hand on it right now, right? It's kind of the solar plexus area, stomach.
So accept it. Accept it. Don't judge. Stay out of your head. Feel it totally in your body. Tell the observer part of you to stop judging and stay in your body. And just feel that part of you and send it as much love as you can bring in from all of us, because we're sending you love right now, from the divine, from your divine source. And I see you're sitting in front of the universe right now. Bring that love in from the universe. And just feel that love fill you up. And let that part of you accept that love. Stay in your body. Let that feeling of unconditional love, God's love, divine love, fill you up. Go to the places that you feel are dark, the places that used to be dark, and stay in your body and let that wonderful love energy fill every part of you, even the hand holding that spot on your body. Accept that that's a part of you, and accept being accepting of yourself. Stay in your body. What's happening now?
Well, it's not as intense as it was.
Okay, stay with it. Just stay there with it in your body. Send it love. And if there's a younger part of you that needs to feel that love, bring that little Dean to you. Sit him on your lap. Hug him if he needs a hug. Tell him he's always been loved because God is love. Just needs to open to it. Let that feeling move in your body if it wants to. You can use your fingers to trace it if you want to, if it's moving. If it's not moving and you feel you need to pull something dark out, grip it with your hands and just pull it out and throw it into the universe because it will transmute. It will transmute and it will become positive energy that other people can use for motivation. And let Christina and I forget your names, Mariana and Anne-Marie and Dillon, let's help Dean pull that out. Anything that's dark, pull it out. Just reach and pull and send it out into the universe. Because the universe, the divine heals all things. Where are you now, Dean?
Chakra has just like opened up, and there you're plugged in. There's this, imagine this column of love and light just filling you up, pouring into you, and filling up all those spaces that just got released. With love, with light. Might be gold, might be sparklies, might be whatever you imagine it to be, but just imagine it filling every bit of you. And a clarity like in your heart chakra and your back chakra, the back of your heart, the front of your heart, all of it all the way through. It's just being, every last bit is being cleared out of any dark, anything that anything that looks dark, any spots. If you're just flushing it all out, filling it up with love.
Thank you.
How are you doing, Dean?
Good. There was some good releases there.
Nice.
Who's next?
We've got Christina or Dillon.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Hello.
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, have on is when I was a kid, I had a lot of learning disabilities.
A lot of what?
We can't hear you. I can't hear you anymore.
Can't either. No, we can't. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Good.
Well, as a kid, I had a lot of learning disabilities, and it was very difficult for me to function in school, and over time, I figured out how to overcome my learning disabilities. And for a while, I had a lot of energy on it. I had a lot of energy on, whether or not people thought I was smart and whatnot. I really, over the years, healed that a lot, very specifically. But now, I'm finding myself where I want to be so articulate that I can go on stage anywhere, anytime, for a specific amount of time, and without having to plan a lot, that I can just organize my thoughts in a way that they come out in a way that's very impactful for people. And that's what I want to focus on healing right now, is that, I feel like I'm really good with words if I have enough time to prepare, if I write something. My writing is I'm happy with it, first and foremost, but other people tend to let me know that I'm very good at it. And I think public speaking is, I'm good at public speaking, but I have to prepare, and I'd like to not have to prepare.
Why are you driven to not wanting to have to prepare? What about that is driving you towards that? Is it because of your past learning abilities, disabilities, or abilities, or whatever you want to call them? Are you trying to overcompensate for that, or trying to prove something to yourself?
No, I just don't want to spend the time preparing. I prefer doing other things.
So think about standing up on stage. You have prepared nothing, and you're ready to go. Where do you feel that? How does that feel?
I would say if I didn't prepare.
You didn't prepare. This is what you want. You didn't prepare.
Okay. In my current state, I would feel very, maybe stuck.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I can't escape. And I feel very like a deer in headlights, maybe. I mean, I don't want to feel that way. I like to feel empowered, but I feel like the feeling right beyond the empowerment feeling would be the, oh shit, I should have prepared moment,
So let's, instead of not wanting to feel that way, go to it and feel it and take the charge off of it.
Okay.
So feel it.
I have spoken before without preparing, and it's gone well.
But the future, you're thinking about the future, and maybe a longer presentation. I
have also frozen up in front of people.
All right, go to that. Feel it in your body. Think about presenting to an audience.
Go to the time,
with
that one time when that happened.
Yeah.
Go to whatever that feels like when you think about it.
Okay.
And then notice what you're feeling. Where do you feel it in your body? There's going to be a corresponding place in your body that you feel it.
I It's definitely here.
Right. Stay with that. What intensity is that? It looks like it's pretty intense.
Yeah, it's like it's bad. You know, I had the one time in particular, I had a presentation I had to do for a lot of people, and it was back in the only time that I had a job, so over 10 years, way over 10 years ago.
So that's a story. That's a story. Let that story go. Get out of your head. Stay with that feeling. Stay with the feeling. Wherever it is, looks like it's really, really big. Okay, everybody.
Well, I don't feel the feeling so much now that I let go of the stories, so maybe that's the thing.
Ah, isn't that interesting? So what do you feel now?
Well, I feel better. I feel lighter. But I only had the story in me because you guys wanted me to call the story into myself. So
Okay.
I don't know that I would have had that feeling if I hadn't called it in.
Okay. So now when you think about presenting to an audience without preparing, what's that like?
Well, I'm definitely apprehensive of it.
And
Currently.
where is that apprehension in your body? Where do you feel that?
All right. I suppose that's up in my mind.
Okay. Now stay out of your thoughts and just in that part of your mind and your head, your brain, and feel it and send it love. Send it lots and lots of love. Because we're helping you to send it love and acceptance.
Even roll out the red carpet for it.
And people are enthralled by what you have to say. Because you talk not from that part of your head, you talk from your heart.
I like the idea of it enthralled. It's good.
True. It's very true.
Yeah. I think that I'm better when I speak without preparing too. I mean, when I do talks with my girls, I don't know if Dean knows, but Benza and Maury that are here are my lovers, and I know that a lot of my impromptu talks are really the best ones because it kind of like all comes down. I just wish that I could always do that. That's what I'd like. I'd like to always be able, like always on a moment's notice, just be able to get.
And what's stopping you?
I don't know. Well, maybe it's nervousness. Maybe it's. I think when I succeed, it's that I speak like I normally speak. I don't have a time frame, and I take my time. I speak slowly. I pause a lot. So, I think trying to talk faster than I'm thinking doesn't help.
So where are you now with that feeling? That feeling of just getting up, you've been asked to talk, you're just gonna, in a moment's notice, and you get up and you talk on whatever subject they want you to talk on.
I mean, that makes me feel if I'm succeeding, if it is enthralling, impactful, I feel like that's the true epitome of success, is to have been able to boil down life experience and knowledge to a place where other people can access it.
Well, not everyone's going to like you. Not everyone's going to love you. There are a lot of people who are going to be really angry at you. But you know what? So what? Because there are a lot of people that will love you. A lot of people will hear your message. And a lot of people will hire you as an expert coach. And those are the ones you're talking to. And when you talk to them, how do you feel?
Good. When I talk to people that really get it, I feel great. I feel like I feel energized. It doesn't feel like I'm pushing, not working. I feel like I'm connecting.
So what happens when you let go of that feeling that you have to convince people of your opinions or ideas? What if you
That's a good one. That's a good. I like what you just said. Feeling like I have to convince people. Yeah. I'm a pretty badass salesperson when I'm selling, and it's more than just coaching, because we made our money, a lot of it from real estate deals, and those are always me bringing in partners and convincing them, yeah, but I don't. My whole style is that I don't convince anybody of anything. I just understand what they want, what makes them tick, and what makes them work, and then I just kind of talk about what I'm doing, and then they're like, oh, I want that thing, and so it's not like me convincing them you should buy this because it's good for you and because I want you to do it, because none of that stuff. It's always
So is that real estate, is that still your niche, or are you going in another direction?
No, we coach and train on luxury vacation rentals.
Okay.
But that's one business. But I am here for in Limitless and BIGS for Throuple Secrets. Throuple Secrets is about our relationship coaching. It all fits into.
Our time has run up a few minutes ago, so we should move on to Christina to make sure that she gets her chance here before our hour's up.
Okay, cool. Well, I got a lot of value out of this. Thank you.
Awesome, Dillon. And Bonnie. Okay, for me, it feels like I'm in a place of being broken open. And it's interesting because I've been feeling a lot of emotion, yesterday and today, and there's just a lot of stuff bubbling, which is great. I'm not necessarily being able to put it all into words at the moment, but something that I really tapped into earlier today was this sense of not being able to get what I want. And there's tons of examples in my, growing up that it feels like are really coming up to be healed. And then when I go after something else comes along and gets in the way of it, or somebody else needs attention, or, something happens. And so I guess that is what, yeah. Yeah, and sometimes I'll do a bunch of stuff to go after something, and then it's like I'm fried. I'm done. I can't do any more, and then I don't get what I want because I didn't keep going. So that's,
when you think of the biggest thing or think of an experience where you really wanted something and you couldn't get it, where does that come up in your body?
interesting. I'm having something from my youth come up.
Okay.
When it's interesting, I think part of this is that I'm the oldest of four. The next one's a sister that's a brother and sister. They're twins, 2.5 years younger than me. And she came in. She's always been very demanding and loud, and goes and gets what she wants and talks about it and yells about it. And she's still like that, and I love her dearly. And I got really quiet.
So does that mean you don't have to because she does?
No, it felt like I could never compete.
Okay.
And often, and here's this particular situation when I was a kid is she was very artistic. Well, she still is. She went to school for photography and some other things. And I wanted to. I played around with art, and my parents always gave her all the attention on it. I didn't even know how to ask for what I wanted or ask for the attention, or I just didn't know how.
So when you think of that fear of asking, is it a fear of asking? When you think of asking, you're going to put the biggest ask in the world out to the universe. I want the little child, that little child. Let her scream. I want it.
I think it's a fear of going after what I really. One time I didn't know what I wanted because I gave up on that. But a fear of going after what I want because it felt like I wasn't going to get it anyway.
Okay, so go to that I'm not deserving place. I don't deserve it.
Or it doesn't work for me,
I don't deserve it. I'm not good enough. It won't work for me. I don't deserve it. And I want you to go to that place. And if you have it, if you can feel it in your body, touch it, put your hand on it. If you can't feel it in your body, just go to that place that says, not for me. I don't deserve it. And just fill that with love. And everyone else, I want you to reach into Christina's psyche and pull those old stories out, because those are lies you're telling yourself. Let's pull out her lies. Come on, Dillon. Let's grab them and pull them out. Come on, Dean. And now let's throw them in the trash. Throw them in the recycle bin on your desktop. Christina, your mental desktop is waiting for those deleted files to fill it up. Now empty the trash. Now fill those places where we just pulled out those old stories with all of the beauty of the universe, with the confidence. And look at your sister. Look what she's got. She'd be glad to share that energy with you. You have a model. Step into it. She's your model. Love her for what she's been able to do, and she'll turn around and say, here's some for you, sister. Hey, sister. You may be a twisted sister, but I'm giving you some of my stuff.
That's hilarious.
Now, what happens when you think about something gigantic? Like, I don't know, if you've considered joining Limitless, if you
like what's coming up is like what I came on this freaking earth to do, which I'm still in discovery, but it's like that.
you know what, push that aside. You'll know your legacy when it's done. Let that go. That's the story you tell yourself to self-sabotage, isn't it? What do you want now? That's what your sister takes. She takes what she wants now. And love that part of you that wants more. Give that child choices. Let that little child know she can ask and she can have. Because you just told her so. And she knows she can have it because your sister gets what she wants. Okay, everyone, send Christina huge amounts of love and success and confidence. Fill up those spaces where we pull that stuff out with joy and laughter and glorious success. God wants you to have what you want. Because there's plenty in the world for everyone. Abundance is everywhere. Your God has deep pockets. But he's not going to give you a dime until you ask him. Or her. That's really a her. It's actually a she, a we. What's that like, Christina?
Man, as you can probably see, I lots of feels like cleansing emotion coming up.
Let them come.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, scrubbing bubbles for Christina. Scrubbing bubbles. Cleanse it out. You spray it in the bathroom and it all fizzes up and cleans it out. Now rinse it off with the hose. Now look at those sparkling tiles.
Yeah, it feels more open. It feels like there was almost something that was just like in the way, and it feels like that is solved.
Okay, now we can get if it's a dissolving, okay. Let's get the gooby gone. And squirt the gooby gone. Oh, it comes in a spray. Spray the gooby gone on the rest of it. Or the grease release. How about the oven cleaner? Sweep it out.
Yeah, I feel tingling. That's good. Thank you.
You're welcome. So what's it like when you think about something you want?
Just putting the request out and knowing that it's mine.
Excellent. Excellent. All right, we have 1 minute left. You guys are fabulous.
Yeah, great group. Let's send lots of love and energy to all of us.
Everyone. Love, energy. Virtual hugs.
Hopefully we'll get to meet in person.
Not so virtual hugs. That's not fair. Okay. All right. Send some of it this way. Oh, thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. Big love to all of you.
Thank you.
Hey guys.
Bye.
Hey, wait, before we go, how's my audio?
It's fine now.
Sounds good.
It's good?
Yep.
Yep.